The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right. Good afternoon, traders. It's good to see you. Part 2 of our doubleheader. If you were here this morning, okay. Hello again to you. Good to see you. Wonderful Wednesday, Dennis. Welcome to the Tradespoon live trading room, stocks and options closing bell. It's close to the end of the week because remember, there is no Friday. There is no Friday. There is only Thursday. Friday is a market holiday, Good Friday. So there you go. All right. Good afternoon to you, Fred. Again, welcome to the Tradespoon live trading room, stocks and options. My name is Scott, head trading coach here at Tradespoon. I'll be your host. Here's my bio, trading for a while, teaching for a while. I thought my slide saved, but it didn't. It reverted back. It's higher than that. My numbers are bigger than that. Here's the disclosures. Be careful out there. That's the bottom line. This is trading. You know what you're getting into. It's trading. All right. Well, let's talk about this market. Let me move this out of the way. And let's get talking about it. See what we think. What else? Market's up. 0.4 on the S&P, 0.79 on the Dow. The Nasdaq's barely holding on, 0.09. The Russell's bouncing pretty strongly, 1.6. A varied mix in the day. Oil started down, recovering, down 0.1. Trump wants to access a new fortune, but he may have to wait. I heard 6 months is what someone said. I wasn't sure. 6 months. Bob's here. Hey, Bob. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Okay. What do I have? Are you seeing my screen? Give me 1 second here. All right. Trump's, what is the symbol? DJT. Oh, it's a terrible symbol. DJT. That's the symbol. DJT. It ended up dropping yesterday. Let's pull it up. DJT. Let me see. Okay. I want my keyboard work here. Here we go. Got it. So now I guess what it's done is it's merged this with what used to be the DWAC or whatever, Digital Media World or Digital World Association of something or other. So gapped up, ran up, sold off, gapped up, selling off a little, but recovered some. Yeah, should be a whirlwind for a while. Interesting to watch, I would imagine. Okay, what else? S&P looks to break. It's trying. It's trying. What else do we have going on? There's really not much new social media. I understand it's not doing well. So if that's what it's based on, seems like it could be. All right. Economic calendar tells us what? What's been going on? Durable goods came back better than expected. Home prices a little bit higher. Consumer confidence was expected to go up, but it dropped. Trump operates as a social media and technology company. Its brands include Truth Social, TMTG Plus, and TMTG News. Huh. Is TMTG Plus and TMTG News something like that is... I don't know what it is. I don't know. Today we had Christopher. Now, here's what's interesting. We have GDP tomorrow with jobless claims, and we have pending home sales expecting to stabilize a little, and we have consumer sentiment. Then Friday, we have a bunch of information. We have PCE coming out Friday, but you can't trade it until Monday. So I can't remember. I'm sure I've seen it before, if it's happened before, but I can't remember specifically when the news didn't get kicked to a different day. But anyway, so yeah, should be interesting to see what happens. Let's see what the model says. Bullish. Everything's looking bullish. That's for sure, right? As far as here's the QQQ. Dennis, I like it. I'm with you. Bullish on the QQQ, looking for the bounce, looking to kick out of this. DIA. Bullish, right? Looks good. And IWM. Stella's agreeable right now. There's no concern right now. So yeah, I think it seems pretty reasonable. DJT options completely outrageous. Oh, Does it have options? Sorry, I didn't even look. Let's take a quick peek here. We'll go take a look. And now we tend to see this thing bounce. Possibly all the way till the second week of April. Then consolidation followed by another bounce. Then who knows? Then it might get sticky waiting for the Fed. Are they or aren't they? Maybe we don't get the report and it drops. This right here, this drop is the Fed. Let's go look at the Fed since we're talking about it. May, no expectation, 10-1 against. Yeah. June, 2-1 for June 12th. If we have 2-1 in favor of a cut, now of course it could change by the time we get to that. But if there's an expectation and then we don't get it, well, here's June 10th. That's the meeting. If we don't get it, yeah, a little double dip. And then we stabilize a little bit. And then when's the next meeting? The next meeting is, it's a little later than we want. But I'll tell you this. At that point, July 31st is here. Expectations for the cut could be enough that it builds. And then when we get the cut, it just sort of fades a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm bullish. That's what I know. That's what I know. I'm bullish. Here's today's market. Whoops. NVIDIA. The chips don't look great right now. Intel looks okay, but it's still on, more down than up. But I'm a little iffy on the chips. Apple looks okay. I think we have setups developing. Microsoft and Meta. Financials look good. Cyclicals look good. Industrials look good. Overall, bullish today. All right. Let's go take a look at. Oh, yeah, look at that. That implied volatility. 230% volatility. How is that even possible? DJT with weeklies even. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. 3 weeks, 23 days at the money, 65. That'll cost you $10. $10 for an at the money option. That is excessive for sure. No one but the market makers are making money on these options, is my expectation. SPY. So we are positive, but I want you to notice that I still feel like this is part of the same consolidation. Right now, even if I give it like this is the same consolidation. Stochastics is still coming down, starting to pinch a little bit. I'm looking for just a little bit more. If tomorrow it gaps down and we sell off a little further, okay, then I'm still waiting. I don't know what's going to happen. Eventually, I think something like that's going to happen. And when it does, that's when I think the buyers are coming back in. If this is representative of the selling cycle from here to here, how much did the sellers do? Nothing, hardly anything. I think it is ripe that it could be tomorrow that we see a little pop, and then we're like, that's it. That's my go. But if it doesn't, then be patient. I'm not in a rush for this. I'm ready for it, but I'm not in a rush. Okay. Let's get a quiz. I have a feeling we're not going to have much. Well, maybe something to look at. Maybe there'll be some trades. Let's see. We'll see. Anyone put anything new on today? You can see a little sell into the close. We had this rally, post-lunch rally, and then just gave it back, and now we're selling off again. All right. Here's how we're going to draw it. I'm going to go right here. C's. And I'm going to go right across here. Hey. Oh, yeah. What are the numbers? 5, 20, 50. No, 5, 20, 50. Yeah, 5, 20, 50. 519.95. It's pretty tight. 55 cents. 519.95 and below, you're a C. 519.95 to 520.50, you're a B. Above 520.50, you're an A. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Fred's a C. Bob is a B. Okay, it's a B. I'm gonna join Fred. I'm gonna join Fred as a C. Dennis is a B. Carmen is a C. All right. Okay. No bulls here today. Fair enough. Fair enough. Stella, good question. Good question. Let me get a little drink of water. Okay. Stella. $5.20.31. $5.20.31. Where is that? Stella's a B. Stella's a B. All right. We will see where we end up. I think I remember the numbers now. Let me get rid of the drawings. Let's move on. Question is, are we going to see any signals today? That's my question. Is there enough to trade? Is there enough to? I talked about Apple today. Bob got mad at me. He's like, that's a terrible trade. There's no Heiken Essie yet, but I bet it's tomorrow if it comes. Real close. You could get a tight stop if it breaks the 50. I think you could get a 3-to-1 on this. I like rooting for Apple. We'll see. AIG. So you'll see there's a common theme for me. Common theme. That theme is industrials, still strong, plenty of signals. Financials, still strong, plenty of signals. Mixed in technology, especially chips. I think you have to be careful. But communication services, same. I think Google doesn't look so good. Meta, I think, does. Google does. 2 trades out of crowd. Very nice. Love it. Okay. AIG, I think it's the buyers should have been coming in and they're not. That's got to be concerning, right? It's just sitting on the 50, sitting on old resistance as new support, but it's also not bouncing. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Amazon is a bit of a grinder. A bit of a grinder there. AXP. There's a lot of these. It's up 1% today. It's a bit anticipatory. It's low volume. You can see very low volume today. Is it enough to convince you, or do you think it still may have more downside before it actually turns over here, right? And so that's the consideration. is at some point we do think it's going to revert back and maybe have a little bit more of a extended consolidation. Yeah. Otherwise, if you think flag is still there, can we wait? Catch it like this? Yeah, but I would want to catch it pretty early. I wouldn't want to wait till the end of the day and then be like, oh, wow, it took off without me. You aware of that? Boeing, not enough for me yet. BAC, definitely showing strength. That was added late. That's not one I'm in or looking at because I put it on late. But it's definitely showing a signal today. I would imagine that has a Heikin-Ashi. That would give you an ability to set a little bit tighter stop, right? Put it in. See if you can't catch a little bit of a ride. Strong in the sector. Sold the weekly credit put spread on Amazon. Yeah, I mean, Amazon is steady. So I imagine time decay is working in your favor quite well with that trade. Absolutely. Absolutely. BLDR looks great. All we're waiting for is a little momentum. Consolidation. It's just a little bit of upside and we're ready to go. A little bit of upside and I'm ready to go. City had a pause. That would have been tough. Otherwise, you're waiting for the next one. Caterpillar starting to turn already. You can see it. 3 days of pausing. Boom, it's turning. Can I get in, set my stop here, and then hope to catch another one of these? Yeah, it's pretty consistent. I think it looks great. It's very strong. Very strong place to trade. Absolutely. Let's see if Stella. We've been working well, but I've been a little nervous. You know? Oh yeah, see? Steady. Volatility, mid. Nice trade for some type of a spread, maybe. Huh? Bull call spread. 355, 365, something. Nice bit of profit. High probability, let time work in your favor. There's opportunity here. Let's keep going. CMG. It's a bit choppy coming out of the news. If you didn't see what the news was, it is a 50 for 1 split. Huge split. 50 to 1. So it's not going to happen until June, though. So between now and then, we'll see it chop around a little bit, I think, we'll keep watching it. Capital One, financials, you can see already showing signs, starting to turn. COP, oil, pausing a little bit. CMG, what's the record date? That's a good question. Let me see if I can't find it real fast this way. Let's go 120 days. 626, 50 to 1, 626. So it's like 3 months, but it's coming. Yeah, time. Okay. All right. VIX is down, isn't it? Yes. Back in the 12s. Capital One. Okay. Capital One. No. Yes. ConocoPhillips. I think Costco looks okay. Interestingly, Bob says XLP signaling today. XLP, Staples. Costco, Staples. Is Costco going to regain its prior trends? after its little dip. It seems like it's not selling off anymore, so there's possibility there. Here's CrowdStrike. Man, Crowd's volatile. I'm glad you made some money on it. That sucker's moving right now. From a swing standpoint, it looks like it's hitting some resistance at 335. Really starting to show signs of stress. Delta looks bullish, making a bullish move. DHI flagging and now starting to turn. That looks bullish. Here's the Dow. Look at Ford with the tweezer hold. My goodness. I told you that I love industrials, and some of them are just still ripe in this setup here. Great. We can be patient. It could take a little while. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's off again. You'll notice where the implied volatility is here. Pretty high. So, yeah, what do I think? I mean, if it sits here, I could try to do a 75-80 bull call spread. Yeah, I think you'd end up with a nice. Let's just take a peek at that. It's not ready yet. I mean, it's anticipatory. It's anticipatory right now, right? If you were to do that, but let's just take a peek. The options. I remember now that the options are okay. They're right through here. So I'm thinking maybe like a 75-80 bull call spread. Let's try it. Let's just look at it. We're not making any commitments. We're just trying it on, see how it feels. Let me analyze this. It's a little more aggressive, right? You only want to give it a week or so because you are time negative if you're wrong. And so wherever you're wrong, you would want to know. I don't know. This is a tough one. Let's say we're wrong around 74-ish, just to put a number out there. 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1. I don't know. You could probably get a good 2 to 1 higher probability trade though. What if I go 70, 75? Nah. All right. I don't love that we don't have more options to choose from, but it is what it is. GBTC, a little struggle in the Bitcoin. There's GE starting to pop again. Once it pops, it could run. It could be like this one right here. It just pops and just keeps going. Gold. Iffy. I think Google looks like it's hitting some resistance. I would love to see a pullback, maybe come down here to 145, not fill the gap, but maybe touch the 50 when it keeps moving higher. Home Depot, viable. Doesn't have the stochastics yet, but if you're looking at the candles, you might be looking at that feeling like you're good to go. IBM is looking like a viable signal here. Oh, yeah. Very close. Intel. I don't like Intel. I mean, it's up. It's bullish. It's up 3.5%. That's the third day. It's doing okay. I mean, look, it just touched the lowest point in 6 months, almost 4 months. Doesn't look great. Small caps look good. CMG record date to hold the stock is 6/18. Subject to shareholder approval on 6/6. Split would occur at the end of the day. 6/25 at the new price on 6/26. So that's the X date. All right. Record date 6/18. X date 6/26. There's the details. I mean, you don't get any benefit. You could just wait and buy it at the cheaper price. As far as that goes. What are good crypto ETFs? We watch GBTC, Gray, Gray Grayscale. I think BITO is one. There's not, when you say good, it's just gonna have a portfolio of them. So if Bitcoin's up, they'll go up. Bitcoin's down, they'll go down. So I haven't looked into any kind of management fees or anything like that. So maybe there isn't a candidate that stands out, but nah, I haven't looked into it, to be perfectly fair. Okay, there you go. Bob says BITO trades 1-for-1, low fees with options. There you go. BITO. That's a good potential one right there. JP Morgan, looking bullish. Looking very bullish, JP Morgan. He means 1-by-1-for-1 percentage-wise, meaning the beta ratio of the ETF to Bitcoin, 1-for-1. If one's up 1%, the other is. That makes sense. And JP Morgan looks strong. Let's see what JP Morgan says here. What was it? GBTC. Gary, Boy, Tom, Charlie. JP Morgan off to the races, looking bullish. Financials and industrials, some technology, some others. Definitely financials, definitely technology. Meta, close. Don't be in a rush. It's fine. This is a great pullback. There's no volume to it. When this is done, definitely looking for bullishness on this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Morgan Stanley, bullishness. Where is this? Financials. Microsoft, still looking bullish. This is if 10% of the NASDAQ, 7% of the S&P. If this breaks its bull flag, market's got a great chance of moving higher. Same with Meta. So I love Microsoft right now. I love Meta right now from tech and communication services. Those are bigger. It's easier to have a bigger trade. I could spread out a little more in financials and industrials. Looks good. Looks like a start of a bull run. We know April tends to be. No impediments that I can see. Netflix dropping. Netflix has been grinding. If you're in Netflix, I would ask, what is it that you've seen? Soaring past A. No trophies today. Is that right? Sure is. Look at that. Let's take a pause. However, still just kind of still makes us feel like we're in the consolidation, but not yet breaking it. So let's go look at it. Oh, yeah, look at that. However, we're right back up to the open. That's the open. We're right there. Do we soar past the open? Oh, it seems like it is. Look at us go. What is the news? What's got the buyers all excited? That is running. My goodness gracious. Definitely no trophies today, but do we hold on to this for 20 more minutes? It was like we got spooked over here and now just reading this. Very exciting. TSM. I'm not feeling it. NVIDIA, TSM. Intel's the only one that's really moving, and it kind of looks like a dog. So it's not for me. It looks like it's double topping. In fact, if it breaks this level here, we may start reverting back. Picard looks nice though. Where is Picard? We're finding strength in industrials. We're finding strength in financials. Some in technology, some in communication services, some in consumer discretionary and consumer staples. PLTR, yeah, not hitting resistance. A lot of these tech in the chip, the AI, the security, struggling. QQQ holding up. It's down for the day, but it's holding up. We got to a new high 5 days ago. And over the last 4 days, we've had sellers. And what have they done? Hardly anything. Hardly anything. SMCI got a decent move, but it does look like it's kind of stalling a little bit here. So be careful there. Same vein. There is the SPY. Look at it go. Trying to make that push out of the flag and into the next round of bullish momentum. I think there's plenty of opportunities. Looks like it's rolling over and dropping from here, taking out this low. Not the lowest points, but the bodies. It looks like that's where it's going. You can see waste management looks like it's turning up and ready to start run again. Let's see what the Heiken actually look like. Boom, there's your first candle. Yeah, ready to go. Walmart, not yet, which is fine. Be patient. Staples is starting. I think it still looks like this. It still looks close. No need to rush. XBI. Somebody put XBI. It's a little double dip, a little false reasonable. Basic materials. I'm nervous about oil and basic materials. They just keep on pushing higher. Pushing higher, pushing higher. There's not much we can do with those. If we can trade it, yes. That would be awesome. So, okay. Hospitality. Communication services ready to go, right? And that's a meta. Energy pushing still looks strong. Financials looks like it's turning to start again, as does industrials. Technology still kind of holding. That's Microsoft. So we're getting some and holding, like, right? Some are starting to turn. Some we're still kind of watching. Look at utilities. That's a weird spike. That's a bit of a weird spike today in utilities. Not sure about that. I'm not saying that's defensive yet. So possibly turning as well. All right. that's the list. I mean, here we go. You can see the bullishness in the market. Yeah, I would say right now, things that could be considered. Something like well, even this one is starting to move even bigger still. That's getting that signal right there. Does it have the Heiken-Ashi yet? Sure does. 355 stop. This thing's been moving. Well, let's play with this for a minute. Last couple of moves have been, that one was actually even a little bigger. So let's take this and we're going to make it like an average. We're going to put this here. Target 380. Well, let's put it on here. Target is 386 on April 9th. 386, 25 points. Stop loss 356. Yeah, I can get 8 to 25. All right, let's play with this. Let's play with the caterpillar. April 9th is all I need. So April 19th, I might still be okay with that. That's Tuesday. It gives me to the end of that week, even with a cushion. But I'm going to look at the single because the options look fine. Out of the money, one strike. Stop loss, we said 356. Target, we said 385. Is that right? $386. I mean, basically. I'm like, no, that's wrong. 386. And we're going to give it till next week because we're going to kind of have to. I'm going to drop it back to one contract. So they're expensive. It's 3-to-1, $400 to $1,200, but it's one contract, 400 of risk. Could I take this to 380 and reconfigure? I could do two contracts. Why not a spread and take the Vega on a higher strike? I mean, you could, for sure. You're not going to get a 3-to-1, though, right? That's why. So if you want the 3-to-1, you buy the option. If you want to go, let's say 360 by 370, I'm going to give it a little bit of extra room. And so you can see if I were to do two contracts, that's about $370 of risk. And I'm going to get about 800 in gain. Now, if I stay in longer, maybe I could get a little bit more. So yeah, I can get 2-to-1 and I could have higher probability that if it doesn't move, I still make more, right? If it only goes to 375, the other trade's not going to work very well, right? If it only goes to 375, the other trade's going to break even, depending on how long it takes. So this gives you lower reward to risk, higher probability of success. This gives you higher probability of success. Nope, this gives you lower probability of success, higher reward to risk ratio. Sorry, I'm trying to just make this stand out. And I keep doing the same thing, and I'm like, why isn't it working? Different ways to go with the trade. Probability or reward to risk. Those are the considerations. All right. All right. Let's go take a look. And let's see who wins gold medal today. Who wins a gold? Yeah, that caterpillar's not bad. Not bad at all. Style, let's go back to candle. Let's go back to SPY. And the winner is nobody. We all hang our head in shame. Shame, shame, I know your name. Yeah. Okay. Well, there it is. What's the rest of the week? Tomorrow, Vlad will be back. Friday, nobody will be here. It's a holiday. No trading. Enjoy time with your family. Sunday, Easter. If you celebrate, enjoy it. What's on the menu? Smoked brisket. It's going to be delicious. Okay. You guys have a great rest of your day. I won't see you till next week on this same time. Next Thursday or next Wednesday. It's like we get spoiled and then we get it yanked out from underneath us. I'll miss you. I have no doubt you'll miss me too. Have a great weekend. See you soon. As always, happy trading.